Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl, what's up? So I decided to jump on here for a minute. Welcome to another quick episode of the Angie B podcast. So, I talk a lot about business ownership, and it doesn't matter whether you're in business or you work for someone, whether you have a career, or no matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Right is right and wrong is wrong, regardless of it all. And let me tell you something, when I talk about contracting and stuff like that, it doesn't matter if you're a subcontractor for whatever business. You can be a consultant. You could be a subcontractor to a school, to a university, to an accounting firm, to a law firm. I mean, it don't really matter. You could be a consultant, and consultants are small businesses. So you can have a small business in any field. And the bottom line is when you offer a service and somebody call you for that service, you are required to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're volunteering. So I come on here to tell you that because I am still fighting with these people, and I'm not the fight, and I've been nice, very professional, sending emails. Of course, what one of the higher ups says to me, well, I appreciate your update on everything, but your emails are going to be less effective because I'll be sending emails about my update of my payment. So then he tells me to send them 40 days when my invoice is over 40 days. Well, my invoice is 40 days. So now my invoice is, I think it's 54 business days overdue, meaning business days, Monday through Friday, excluding holidays, and 70 something days, I can't remember offhand, 70 something days overdue overall, okay, if you include everything. I'm just saying, but it's over 40. So I sent another email because of the fact that I was supposed to get a response June 24th, I believe that was when the last email that I sent, when all of a sudden my emails were going to be ineffective. Well, emails are not ineffective for things that you need to document, document what's going on. You always send your emails. I don't care what somebody say. That's just them trying to stop you documenting what they're not doing. All right. Document your information, document your stuff, because if you ever have to go to court, or you have to go to your attorney, or you have to put in the notice of intent to lien, whatever you have to do, you have documentation for whatever you need. Document your progress. That's why you document with photos. I have all the photos of everything we've done from the time we walked in to the time we quit, and I had the text messages and everything saying, okay, complete. You always document your progress. You document when you go in. I document the room numbers, what we did that day, and everything. You always document your progress. It's important. It's important for you. It's important for what you may have to do. Okay? Do anybody want to go for a lawsuit? No. Do anybody want to put a notice of intent to lien? No. Because not only do you have to give it to the contractor, but it also goes to the owner. Why would the contractor, the general contractor, want the owner to know that they ain't paying their bills? You're not paying your bills, okay? And what go around, come around, and you treat people the way you want to be treated, all right? Yes, I'm passionate about what I say, so don't think that I'm really upset or anything, but I'm a little mad about it, okay? I'm a little mad about it. I'm upset because you called me. I did not call you. I did not call you and say, hey, y'all got any projects going on? You need any help? I didn't call you. You dialed my phone number, and told me you needed help. All right. And so I should have known something when I told them that I couldn't do any work until we get a signed contract. Yes, I'm passionate about what I do, but why would you, as the general contractor, want to let the owner, which was your project, and I was a subcontractor to you, let them know that you're not paying your bills? Why would you want that? Why would you want that? And I don't even like extra paperwork, right? I get in, do my work, do my job. We did a great job. We even the superintendent said, y'all always make us look good. That's what we there to do. But see, the people in the office, they don't know what's happening out on the job site, okay? Because they're too busy in the office and don't know a doggone thing about what people have to go through on the job site. They don't know what they people have to go through. They don't know what subcontractors have to go through. So when people do their job and make you look good and do quality work, why would you want to mess up that relationship? You just don't care. Now, let me tell you this. There is contractors out there. Now, let me tell you this. The big boys that I deal with, the big boys, I'm talking about the $billion companies. Now, oh, baby, they don't have time for that. They pay you. They good and they pay you. And they don't have time for that little penny ante, 2 cents, $2, $3 mess, okay? When you talk about low levels of, I can't even think of the word, y'all. I'm going to get one. It's going to pop up on the screen. I got it. I'm just going to say low life. Low life. Those people with just low life, no moral standards, just don't have no standards about nothing, right? But yet and still, what go around, come around, and you treat people the way you want to be treated. So evidently, that's how they want to be treated. But you're not going to stop me from sending an email. I slowed up for a minute because I got tired of sending an email, because the reason that I was sending them is because they wasn't communicating back to me. So now I'm in a process. I have to do the next process is a notice of intent to lien. And, I don't like doing that kind of stuff. Why can't we just all do what we have to do? I honored my part of the contract. Why you can't honor yours? Because you have just so long to pay me my balance, regardless of how you billing. It don't matter how you billing. I don't care if you still billing monthly and you finish with a project. You have so long to pay me my balance, and that's law. So I will be putting that in shortly if I don't hear anything. So I sent an email today. We gonna see what happened. I sent it to the project manager, who was supposed to get back with me on the 24th. Well, not the 24th, but he said to me on the 24th that he would be checking with the owner or the owner's rep to see about their April payment. So y'all rolling like that y'all don't have time to be invoicing y'all for y'all jobs. I don't believe that. Y'all part of $50 million company. They ain't even really that big. They ain't the big boys. Like I said, the big boys don't have time for that. I ain't never had problems from the big boys, okay? Ever in my entire career doing construction, I never had a problem with the big boys paying me. It's these little miniature Minnie Mouses and Mickey Mouses, okay? Really, they don't want to pay you. Like, are you serious? I'm like so over this. Like, pay your bills, baby. Pay your bills. Just pay your bills. That's all I'm saying. Pay your bills. So always document. Don't let nobody tell you that your emails are not going to be, that your emails are going to be less effective because you emailing about your money that you ain't getting no answers to. And then the owner had said to me, when he said he appreciated me giving him updates, but my stuff was going to be ineffective or whatever, he said, I can't answer every email. They wasn't addressed to him. Matter of fact, he's the one who told me to keep him in the loop of what was going on. And I only CC'd him on them because he asked me to. So you can plainly see that your project manager don't answer anything until you tell him to. So you had to tell the project manager to answer my email. And all of that's documented. So I'm just saying, are you kidding me? You hire people that's not even doing their job. How you looking? And you see it. But then again, okay, we ain't gonna go there, but hey, they don't look like me. So now I ain't gonna say all people is like that, because they're not. Because like I said, when I work with the big boys who don't look like me, they pay. They ain't got time for that. They making millions, billions of dollars. They ain't got time. But you can always tell. But let me tell you something. There are signs. And when you see the sign, don't work with them. Don't work with them. I'm telling you. Leave it. Don't do it. You won't have a headache. Even though I don't have a headache. I'm just saying. I'm telling you. Don't do it. And you have signs. There's people that even tell you, no, that ain't a good company to work for. So I'm just saying, there are a list of companies. Matter of fact, if you go on the MSHDA website, yep, MSHDA have a, I don't know if it's public, it might be, but MSHDA has a list of contractors that they will not work with anymore. And you know what? That's a good list to look at. Because if MSHDA is not going to work with them, baby, then you shouldn't be working with them either. Okay? Seriously. So they got a list of names, and there's some names that ain't made it on there yet. And they should have. But that's okay. But when you are a great subcontractor, I just want you to know this. Do not allow people like that who, I don't know what their problem is, but people like that, okay, do not allow them to stop you from doing and being who you are. Do not allow them to let you say, because a lot of times people can get discouraged. You can. You can get discouraged if you're dealing with that. But you know what? What the devil means for bad, God turns it around for good. So always remember that, all right? So no matter what somebody trying to do to you, it's going to turn around for your good, all right? So just remember that. Just remember that. I know it's hard because sometimes, I know if you a small business, like I'm a small business, it's like, why can't they just pay? You did your job. You honored your contract. They needed you to show up. Even the owners at the project was happy with us doing what we did. So you hired us and then you don't want to pay us our last 3 checks? Are you kidding me? You're not saying anything and y'all keep on giving all these bold, raw excuses that are not even true. So now it's like, okay, well, maybe I need to go to the owner, like not the owner, the general contractor, the owner of the project. Did you pay them? Because they saying you didn't. And I was a subcontractor and I need my money. Y'all ain't right. Y'all are not right. You know it. It's a lot of them out here. I'm talking to all the ones who ain't paying their bills. All the general contractors who not paying the subcontractors. That's who I'm talking to. Because this is one of those things where small businesses end up going out of business because of the fact that this kind of stuff happens. And guess what? That's their plan. Their plan is to get rid of a lot of small businesses because even with the rule that MSHDA has a rule that you have to work with minorities and women-owned businesses, right? A lot of contractors, they'll try to do the pushback because they don't really want to. That has been going on for years. This is not anything new. There's a lot of contractors out there that don't want to work with minority or women-owned businesses. But when you get government money, you supposed to do that. So I'm just saying, y'all, know your rights, know what to do, when you get out here, know what to do. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's a real estate company, if you're doing some cleanup for them, some clean out or whatever, it's certain paperwork that you have to have. All right. So I just want you to know that. And if you want to know more about the paperwork that you have to have and the sequence that it needs to go in, comment down below and let's talk about it. All right. So until next time, I gotta go because I have a summer program that I'm teaching. So I have to go get ready. So I'll talk to you soon. All right. All right. Keep going. Keep moving. Move forward. And don't let nobody stop you.